Greetings and welcome to the Mid-Missouri Kayak and Weather Report for November 2023. November 6th at 12 noon, there is no moon, but 12 noon, the temperature is 74 degrees with a predicted high of 76, well above our typical average in the high 50s, but that's what we're having in the evening for the next couple of days. We did have high 50s to low 60s last week, and by the end of the week, we'll be back in that category. No rain going on, nice blue sky in places, wispy white clouds in places. It is partly sunny, partly cloudy. It's supposed to be mostly cloudy by early mid-afternoon, so I'm taking advantage of what we have here. Some nice color on the trees. There is oranges, a little bit of reds maybe, yellows, a lot of dead leaves already, leaves on the ground, a lot more at the house. So yeah, lawn's starting to get coated by leaves, but I will leave that until my trees are done dropping, so I don't have to rake or blow them more than once. Yeah, that'll probably be a couple weeks away at least. Yeah, the wind wants to keep twisting me around. I went for a hike last week to Painted Rock Conservation Area, which is about 30 miles maybe from home. And it's along a series of bluffs on the Osage River. And I like to go there for photos because they have maples. There aren't many maples. Maples, I've mentioned this in the past, are considered an invasive species. Unless you have sugar maple for maple syrup, yeah, they're considered an invasive species because they crowd out other trees. But there are some there, and as it turned out, I probably could have been there maybe a week earlier because the maple was already dark orange going to brown. I did find some good photos. I got some good photos. And dogwoods were looking nice and red. Some of the oaks were too. And the ash and hickory, nice yellow leaves. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. This wind keeps turning me. Yeah, last year I think I was there in November, so it's unpredictable here. It could be the third week of October, it could be the second week of November for leaves. Yeah, there's an 11-mile-an-hour wind, and it just keeps turning me. And so I am also recording this on my phone. If I have to, I can patch the audio in because this camera just picks up the wind like crazy. That's why I'm facing the lake rather than having it behind me, because the wind is just pouring in here. So if it hits the back of the camera, you know, blah, blah, blah. So wildlife, well, swans and Canada geese, usually see those. I'm not sure how late. Last year was the first time I'd been here this late, which was November. But they're still here. No herons or egrets. I'm going to guess that they're gone till spring. I saw 3 cormorant. And I haven't seen any other birds, really. Turtles. Handful of turtles. In fact, there are 2 of them on us. 3 of them, because one's now climbing on the stump and he's knocking the other one off. I'm going to take a picture. So, yeah, they were on that stump when I came into this little cove, and they panicked and left, and now they're coming back. So that's cool. So, what to talk about? Well, there's my go-to Maverick, but I don't have anything really about my truck. Oh yeah, you know what? When I got here, there was a Maverick parked at the ramp. So I parked right next to it. And it's the kayaker. He has, on the back of his truck, he has what's called a T-bone. It's a square pipe that comes out of the hitch, comes out about 4 feet, and then curves up with a T-bar across it. So people use them for kayaks, canoes, wood, lumber, anything. And so that's, yeah, and it's the same color as mine. I mean, I see, now I might see 2 or 3 in the course of a week around town, but yeah, same color, parked next to me, and a kayak. So once I got out on the lake, I kept an eye out for him, and I caught up with him at one point, and I talked with him. His is not a hybrid, it's a internal combustion. And he is 2022, the first year. He ordered it in July, and he was able to get it in October. A lot of people waited a long time. Some people never got theirs for 22. And he's already got 40,000 miles because he does a lot of traveling, just like I've been doing. and he says that that T-bone works just fine for him. I've told you before that I put my kayak upside down on my bed extender and have it stick out with a flag on it. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Oh yes, and also regarding the Maverick, here we go. Do you know, you do now, I am now a member of the Missouri Farm Bureau. There are farm bureaus, agencies in probably most of the states, and Ford has a program, a rebate program with Farm Bureau. If you're a member, you can get a certificate for $500 rebate on a Ford truck. And I knew about this program, and I waited until I was notified my truck was going into production because I didn't know how long they were good for. And once my truck went into production, I got the certificate, and I took it with me when I picked up my truck. And instead of having a check sent to me, they took it right off the price of my truck. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm a member of the Missouri Farm Bureau. That $500 rebate cost me $30. Yeah. What do you need to know about soybeans? Yeah. Okay, poetry. Poetry, let's see, I have 2 poems that I entered in the Arts Rolla 14th Writing Competition in the poetry category. I entered 3 poems. 1 took 2nd place, and 1 received honorable mention. So that was pretty cool. Rolla is maybe 65 miles from us. It's south of us along I-44. It is the home of Missouri University S&T, Science and Technology, you know, their engineering school for the state system. And we go down there for poetry reading monthly, and that's how I found out about this Arts Rolla competition. And so, yeah, now I'm a paid poet. Cool. When I did my anthologies, or I got my poems in the anthologies for the Columbia Writers Guild, their practice is to give you $1 for a bookmark to say, now you can say you're a paid poet. Now I really am a paid poet. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we go there for monthly poetry reading, as well as Gumbo Bottoms, and to Bell, Missouri at Barb's Books. Well, the reading in November, which typically is mid-month in Rolla, is going to be at the end of the month, right after Thanksgiving. And it's going to be a fundraiser. So I am a featured reader, and people will read and have their books for sale and give the profits to help raise money for a handicap accessible ramp at Barb's Books over there in Bell. That building needs some work. It needs a ramp, and it needs a HVAC system. So they're raising money for the ramp, and anything left over will go into their account to eventually buy an HVAC. So yeah, and that's the end of November. November 28th. That's about it. Not a lot else going on. I'm sure there is, and I'm leaving it out. Talked about the Maverick, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything more to talk about that, so we should be done. Okay. This has been your Mid-Missouri Kayak and Weather Report for November 2023. Ciao, folks, and vlog on.